There has not been much to celebrate lately for America's manned spaceflight program. Today is a notable exception. Correspondent Phil Keating reports on the 50th anniversary of the first American in orbit.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
And with that, 50 years ago today, astronaut John Glenn bettered the Soviets, orbiting Earth 3 times before splashing down in the Bahamas, leading the United States to win the space race. It was a triumphant moment every American alive at the time remembers. Long before space travel became routine, and for Glenn, a historic Florida morning out at the now abandoned Launch Complex 14 that he still thinks about all the time.
Oh, that view is tremendous.
I was just anxious to go. I went on the 11th scheduled date. I suited up 4 times, and once it was the flight was canceled because of weather when I was in the transfer van on the way to the launch pad. But I was up twice before, and so it was almost hard to believe when we went to the final 18-second count and realized I was really going to go on this day 50 years ago. It was a great feeling.
And it continues to inspire pride for visitors coming out today to photograph themselves below this replica of the rocket.
I know the teacher had us all lined up in the classroom around the TV, and we talked a lot about it, and so.
Black and white TV.
Yeah.
We were just amazed. This big rocket going up with all the fire and smoke and everything, and a guy from Ohio going up into space.
Amazing. It's 50 years.
Beautiful shoot. Shoot looks good.
And looking forward, Glenn finds it lamentable that today's NASA is no longer flying a shuttle or a replacement yet. And 50 years now after John Glenn's personal and national triumph, NASA's plan to replace the shuttle rests with the Orion. Its first unmanned test flight now scheduled 2 years from now to blast off from here in Florida, orbit the Earth 2 times, and splash down to the Pacific. And if successful, put NASA and the U.S. back on track to launch our own astronauts on board our own spacecraft in 2019. Brett.
Phil Keating live at the Kennedy Space Center. Phil, thank you.